There's always something. A conversation, a screen, a deadline, a ping. It's constant, it never stops. We call it life, we call it productivity, but it's just noise. And the louder it gets, the less we hear ourselves. The voice inside, the one we need the most, fades into the background. And it's not even that we've stopped listening, it's that we've forgotten how to listen. And slowly, without realizing it, we start to believe that the noise is necessary, that it's what keeps us going. But all it does is drown us. We're surrounded by people, ideas, and tasks, and none of it is ours.
I keep going over the world we knew.
We live in a world that's always on. There's no space to pause, there's no room to sit or to breathe. At some point, the noise becomes too much. But eventually, you reach a point where you realize something. It's not the noise that's overwhelming you, it's the absence of silence. And silence doesn't come naturally. So you step back, not because you want to escape, not because you can't handle the world anymore, but because you need to hear yourself. You need to find something beyond the sound. So you stop, you turn off the noise, you close the tabs, you let your phone lie there switched off. And for the first time in a long time, you do nothing. It feels strange, it feels wrong, and the first few moments are uncomfortable. There's this nagging feeling that you should be doing something, anything, that you're missing out on something. But all you hear is the hum of the world moving around you. And in that hum, you realize that it's not the world you're running from, it's yourself. This is the part we avoid. This is the uncomfortable part. The moment when silence becomes too loud. Because when you're alone with your thoughts, you can't run away. The first thing that shows up is the noise inside your own mind. It's all the things you've never allowed yourself to feel. The regrets you pushed aside, the guilt you shoved under busy, the grief you thought you could outrun. You'll probably tell yourself that it's just the silence that's playing tricks on you. That if you just get back to work, if you just pick up the phone, it'll all go away. But the silence doesn't go anywhere. It only gets louder. And then you remember, you didn't stop to hear the noise. You stopped because you wanted something more. You wanted to listen what you've been ignoring. It's painful. It's uncomfortable. But there's power in that discomfort. Because in silence, you see everything that was lost in the noise. The distractions are gone. The chaos has stopped. And what you're left with is the truth. But then, something happens. You stop resisting the silence. You start to listen. You stop forcing your mind to fill the gaps. And in doing so, you start to hear something different. Something more real. Something more you. The silence is no longer empty. It's full. It's full of meaning, full of life. You don't have to chase time anymore. You no longer have to measure it by deadlines or clocks. It becomes something you sit inside, something you experience, not something you race past. And with that shift, the world becomes simpler, clearer. The noise is still there, but somehow you've learned not to hear it. And in doing so, you hear yourself. Solitude is not the absence of life. It is the space in which life becomes visible. It's where you can finally see yourself without the noise, without the distractions, without the expectations of others. We spend so much time looking for answers outside. We think we need to be somewhere else to find fulfillment. But the truth is, fulfillment doesn't come from more, it comes from less, from simplicity, from looking inward instead of outward. Solitude is not a void, it's a mirror. It's a reflection of everything we've been running from. It's also a mirror of who we can be when we finally stop pretending. In a world that keeps telling us to do more, to be more, to hurry up and fill every second, choosing stillness is an act of defiance. A rebellion against the idea that more is always better. It's not loneliness, it's not emptiness, it's clarity. It's time to stop running and to stop chasing, to stop doing things that don't matter, and just to simply be. This is the art of solitude. The space where everything you've been looking for was already waiting. It's always been inside you.